Morning, mate. Oh, yes. Think it's quite exciting times ahead.
Oh, what is going on? I've only just got here. No.
Walking this iconic bridge has always been a dream of mine. I've always hoped of seeing the carp cross the shallow water from one part of the lake to the other. This was set out to be my biggest carp fishing adventure yet. But would it live up to expectations? Of course it would, as well as the usual dramas along the way.
And the wind was meant to be calming down. Looks like it. Oh my days, no. Welcome to Lac du Der. Well, as you would have seen, our first trot straight out the van. We were caught in a storm that I can see just behind me here. So we've got lovely blue skies this way and Armageddon that way, so not ideal. This is the bay that we want to fish over to our right here. I'm worried that you can't hear me too well because of the wind, but that's the day zone, that is. Now we're in peg 30, which is 2.2 miles away that way, but we don't want to just be sat in a swim, rotting away in a swim, but because it's so far away from this day zone, really don't know what to do at the minute. It's not ideal, so we might start fishing in the peg tonight. We're just a little bit unsure at the minute of what we're actually doing here, because we've got 2 weeks ahead of us, 2 different swims, but yeah, we'll explain more about what the trip's about obviously when it happens. But at the minute we're just trying to suss a few zones out. It's taken half an hour to drive to this bit here, which isn't ideal, so you know, gonna lose a lot of time driving, which is not what I want to do. So anyway, just having a trot around at the minute, trying not to get caught in another storm, just to try and suss this 14,000 acre lake out. That is the mighty Lac du Der.
Unlike most French public lakes, Lac du Der, the swims in the night zones are available on a booking basis only. Our initial plan was to fish the night zones during the hours of darkness and then head to the day zones in the mornings. We hoped that the carp would be resident in these areas and we could hunt them down during the daylight hours. Right, well, we sussed it out, totally sussed out the whole of how to fish Lac du Der in the sake of a couple of hours. We're absolutely sweet. Said no man ever. We are back where the swim is. Now, when we booked the swim, you were allowed to drive into the actual peg. Now you can't. So it's a long walk out there. I mean, I don't know, 300 yards, 400 yards. Let's call it 4 miles. That's what it feels like at the minute. We've been up, well, we didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock last night. We were back up at 4 for the crossing. Been driving all day, obviously. We popped into JB's house as well. He sorted out the French licenses for us. Then we obviously had to go to the office here and pay for the licenses to actually fish Lac du Der, as well as your French license that you got to have on top of that, as well as a night ticket license and swim. I don't know, you know, lots of things going on. Seems very difficult to get it all sorted. There's been a lot of sort of planning up to this trip, and unfortunately we haven't picked the peg very well because we want to go and fish the day zones. That is, it's just miles that way, and it's too far to drive each day, get the boats down, all that drive around. You're going to lose hours. I think it's going to be too much of a tall order to boat right the way across this pond into them day zones as well. So at the minute, I really don't know what the plan is. At the moment, the sun's dying. We've got about half an hour of light left. I've got to get most of my kit into the swim over there and try and get some rods out tonight. That's what ideally I want to do, is at least get some rods out. I've got the bait boat with me, so before you all go switching off, oh, bait boat. It's for nights like this, you know, when you're just, I'm never going to get the boat up in time. At least I can get some rods fishing, and with the use of the bait boat, then it's a bloody godsend that I've brought it, to be honest with you. So that's the state of play at the minute. I'm probably not going to get any more filming done tonight because, like I said, I've just got to get set up in the swim. Nikki's doing the same. It's a long old trek over there. I'll probably not mention that yet. We will see you in the morning, no doubt. Some sleep is much needed. Oh, good morning, and a much needed sleep was had last night, let me tell you, but we won't whinge about that too much. But at 1:30 last night, I had a liner on this left-hand rod, which I've just like put down sort of just on the edge before it sort of drops down into the deep water. So what we've got out front here, we've got a bit of a shelf, which I'd say is about 3 or 4 rod lengths out, and then it sort of drops down quite significantly down into sort of 15-16 foot of water, and then it sort of shallows up a little bit more to the right here where Nikki is. We're going to be pinned to the swim, unfortunately, for the next 48 hours because the winds are savage, really savage. So we're not going to be able to go out on an adventure just yet. So just need to feel our way in at the moment, to be honest with you. I haven't got a clue where to go, what to do, you know, sort of want to try and work it out for myself, although I have messaged one person this morning just to find out what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do, one of them things, because last thing I want to do is do something that you shouldn't be doing, of course. So yeah, that is the state of play at the minute. Quite an eventful night on the liners side of things, and we've heard a couple in the swim and all that, so you know, that's something, because you could spend 2 weeks here and not see a thing. With our plans to hunt them down in the day zones put on hold, our focus had to be put into the water we had in front of us. It was not an ideal start, but there's only one way you can catch them from venues like this, and that's through 110% effort. New plan. We are absolute divs, honestly. Unfortunately, we wasn't quite told exactly, you know, what the crack here was, to be honest with you. And when we went to the office yesterday to buy our licenses, we said to the lady in there, you know, whereabouts in the pet? Oh, it's just on this point, you know, sort of just pointed on a little map and where we could park the van. So we've come into the swim obviously yesterday evening. Nikki set up over there to the right, I've set up here to the left. We didn't realise that's peg 29. So, so Nikki's moved up a little bit now. So at the minute, we've got to get these rods in, boats round to the boat, like get the boats blown up, get all the kit into the swim, the usual stuff that you do on these big trips, and then go and find our spots out here, get fishing out here sorted with some halo poles and all that. And then tomorrow, there's massive winds coming, so I'm not too sure whether we're going to be able to get out the peg, but then hopefully the wind calms down as the trip goes on so we can venture out onto the pond. So that's the state of play at the minute. Another busy one today. Boat's all loaded then, ready to set off. God, the day just goes. Unbelievable how quick it all goes. So this is the marina to our left hand side. Apparently they spend a bit of time in here when it sort of gets hot. Now we're fishing sort of out there, look, so there is a way out there for them and there is a way out that way. and then you've got like the south, the church is in the background there, and then like the south basin is around this corner, so you would have maybe seen them swimming over the bridge, which was what we got caught in that savage storm in yesterday. That's where they swim over. So I'd like to think anything that lives out that way will sort of be drifting through here, and anything that might be in here, you'd like to think they'll take that route out rather than that one out there if they like heading that way of the lake. So we think it all makes sense, but whether it does or not, who knows. There's a couple of people right by my boat here looking like they're about to steal it, but no doubt the guard. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
How long do you stay here?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 week on this side, and we'll stay another week on the other side.
Okay.
So yeah.
Only fishing?
Only fishing. I know, crazy, huh?
A little bit, eh?
Yeah, very crazy.
Only beer, no girls?
No girls, lots of beer. I've got a girl at home, she'll be unhappy with me if I say lots of girls, you know. It's painful. I got all the way back to my boat, had a conversation with the local predator anglers, forgot my life jacket. Div. Wow. All the way back to the van. Honestly, the littlest of things just infuriate you. Honestly, I swear. So I just got to walk all the way back to... I can't believe I got all the way there without forgetting my life jacket. Who does that in this industry? Well, the mission back to the van was worth it. Not only for the life jacket, of course. God, I'm so unfit. But I forgot me old speckled hen. My Carlin days are over. I'm a bitter man now. Some might say I always have been. Bon voyage, as they say, rodders. Literally 2 rod lengths out off of the boat launch, it was 33 foot. What is that about? I know it's a marina and all that, but wow, I can't believe how deep it is in here. That is mental. So we're now like coming out through the channel, and you can see it's 33 foot down there. Bart lent me that Echo, no doubt break it. I break everything else that I own. I don't actually try to break anything else that I own, to be honest with you. I just seem to break it all though, without trying. Everything. I can hear a whistling from this boat, and I'm in 33 foot of water, and it's getting louder. Give me a break, honestly, I swear. Oh, I've had a bit of a break. It's 21 foot here now, just as we're coming out of the marina. It's another long day. Like, what is the time? Oh my god, it's 20 past 5. Ain't one thing, and I swear I just heard the boat whistling again. Whistling or not, this wasn't going to stop me getting the rod sorted. 2 rods would be positioned out long and 2 in short, just at the bottom of the marginal shelf, hoping to intercept the carp as they exited the marina. So today's plan is, we've already just got the rods in. We're going to go out on a bit of an adventure. Now I've got to try and get the boat on top of this van and somehow manage to strap it there so it doesn't bloody move. Wow, that's going to be a pain in the arse, and it's got disaster written all over it. But we'll try and see what happens. It's a lovely day for seeing them today. Right, we found some fish. So they are swimming up and down this damn wall here. So to the right of us is out of bounds. Across the road, can't get in there anyway. But this left-hand side looks game on against this damn wall here. We've seen a few swim right up close where the water's sort of coming in from next door. They're just at the entrance of it. So we're allowed to fish this area. I've okayed it with Andreas and he's like, yeah, it's sweet. And it's blue on the map anyway. So, you know, we are allowed to fish it. It just seems like odd that no one else has done it yet, because it being a downwater, I'd imagine going to be deep off of there and the fish are quite high up in the water. So we'll see anyway, but we found some carp. That is the main thing. Next thing to do is try and catch them. Right, Operation Go Get 'em is underway. So we've got a couple of rods ready in the boat. Because of the angle we're going to fish at, we're going to just like moor ourselves to one of these poles out here. Oh, let's hope we get one. Right, so this is my chosen rig I'm going in with. It's normal running rig system. That's £50 leg core, that naturals. That's a spliceable hook link with the old Bolex. Nice, nice. Old Nicholas, he's going in with his old D-rig cocktail doodah. Stacker. Get the stacker out there, son. Yeah, mine did as well. Right, let's go. We were just sat in the boat just now. Something ginormous come underneath the rods here and we see a huge fizzer. We managed to catch it just on this GoPro, and now we've just seen another big fizzer out here. So unless it's giant cat swimming over.
That was a big fish when it looked like a shark on the GoPro.
Yeah, you see it like just right underneath the rods. We've just seen this other fizzer, so now we're thinking, should we put a couple of rods out and just cast them on this road, or just donk them on this road somewhere? Saw obviously something underneath the rods, which we now think was definitely a carp, because they're all along this roadway here. I think they're just desperate to get in the shallow water at the moment, so we've mocked up a couple of rods each, a couple of tigers on it, just made up a rig of what I could find in the van, to be honest. We weren't expecting to actually be fishing today, so buzzing that we found some carp. Well, unfortunately no carps to report, but we've seen plenty, that's for sure. So where I'm actually walking at the moment is where we saw them, and I think making this bit of disturbance on the bottom here just only helps matters, really. So yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be a case of putting a couple of bright ones out on this road. We've put 20 kilos of bait in front of the mouth of where they go in and out of the out of bounds bit, and we've also put 5 kilos out here where we saw them sort of swimming around the bush to the left hand side there. Yeah, put 5 kilos of bug there as well. So we got something to go at the minute. There's fish here. Gutted that our swim isn't anywhere near where this is. This is a 25-minute drive away from where we are, so we are gonna head back now. Pre-baited this, we'll get up early tomorrow and then we'll get back here, and this is feeling like absolute game on as long as they're here tomorrow still, which I would like to think they would be, so only time will tell. We'll see. It's worth a day here tomorrow at the very least. We had every intention at getting up at 5 AM this morning. The only thing I saw at 5 AM was the insides of my eyelids. Yeah, you go to bed thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna get up early. We didn't finish getting the rods back out until like 1 AM last night. I think we ate just before that. Got the rods out at just gone midnight, all in front. Just GPS'd them with the boat to make life a bit easier and a bit quicker. Feel like you're fishing then, don't you, rather than just chucking them out sort of thing. So yeah, did that last night, gone up for a shower, refreshed, regrouped, as he says, and yeah, we're going to have another go at it for this evening. So boat's all loaded. Nicky's just going round now to the marina, the boat launch. The word on the lake is hasn't been doing any bites anywhere as far as we're aware, so yeah, go set sail again. The logistics of switching from one side of the lake to the other each morning and evening was already taking its toll, and I felt like missing that morning bite time in the day zones could have come back to haunt us. Now we had to try and make the most of the situation, so the rigs were placed with maximum precision and the hopes were high. Today has been a frustrating one, to be honest with you. We're now rapidly losing the light. We've got 8 rods sat out here and there's fish out there and we haven't had one. Now feels like the time that you're going to get a bite, obviously, you know, whilst the sun's going down in these day zones and that, but we're going to have to reel these rods in because we don't want to be doing something that we're not allowed to do, of course. Tonight's plan is to go, we'll get these rods in now, we'll go up to this dam wall, go and bait in front of the dam wall again without the boat. We'll just walk round there and go and bait up there. We've got to try and capitalise and work out the best way to obviously catch these fish that are here. And I know that there's a method that we can catch them, but at the moment I don't know what that method is. I put a zig out there, you know, we fished on this road where they've been up and down the road, and we just need to get a bite. I think we just need to get a bite and then we can capitalise on that. So that's where we stand at the moment. Another day gone, more learned. So yeah, that is the state of play. Right, now we've got another late night, so we need to get these rods in now. It's a half-hour drive back to the swim, get the rods back out in the swim, all that jazz, all that caper. Attempt to get up early in the morning, which probably won't happen, and go at it again tomorrow. So that is the state of play at the minute. We carry on. We wasn't going to be making the same mistake again, so it was up and out of the swim before daylight to make that morning count. Good morning then. So day 5 I think is, I'm not too sure to be honest, it all sort of amalgamates into one. We've got the rods out, we got up mega early this morning, 4 AM jobby, got round to the marina, got the boat obviously loaded back onto the van down here this morning, and then just boated out the rods out on where we had put that 20 kilo a couple of days ago. We'll probably end up giving it another lick of bait later on today, you know, sort of once this day's over. But we got the rods out. Nicky had an occurrence on one of his rods which fell off halfway in. Don't think it was a carp. And then as I was putting another rod out down the end of this road, come back and I've had a drop back on mine, so I've picked that up in between, innit? Oh, got me lead. Don't lose me lead. Oh, the size of that thing, Nick. Oh my days. Mate. Oh my God, Nick.
It's the biggest tent I've ever seen.
Mate, that is a joke, innit?
Got to weigh that.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I'll hold it.
You got him? First bite of the trip then, and it is an absolute giant monster. Biggest tench I've ever caught. 10-pounder. Wow, that is a proper specimen. That looks like Catfish has had hold of him at some point as well, bless him. I'll take that for the first bite. Might not be the intended species, but that's a new PB for me. Let's hope this is land of the PBs this trip. Fingers crossed. Wicked. Nice. What a giant. Oh, it's painful. Absolutely painful. The day has gone again and they've disappeared. They were swimming up this road, for crying out loud. Like, they were all over the trees to the left there. They were out in front of us. They were swimming up and down this road. They were going across the road. They were next to that barrage over the back there in numbers this morning, like serious numbers. And now, the minute we feel like we're going to get one, they've gone. Absolutely painful. Beyond belief, to be honest with you. Are we wasting time now in this swim? That's the dilemma, isn't it? Are we wasting time being in here? Should we go and find them elsewhere? Will they come back in here? Likelihood is, you'd like to think they'd come back here. The weather's not really changed. And I think we just got unlucky having them couple of tench bites. And now we've got even more unlucky because the fish are gone. So where do we go from here? I don't know. Can't help but feel if they do come back, we're going to get one. That is how it feels. The fish were nowhere to be seen, and failing to capitalise on that opportunity was a tough pill to swallow. Almost a week into the trip, we felt no closer to catching a carp than when we started. Fish aren't here anymore. Why? Why aren't they here anymore? Whether they've gone into the nature reserve where we're not allowed, probably the case. I can't see them coming back out into this main lake, so we could waste a lifetime away in this bloody... Yeah, watch that tree. So someone come down the other day, saw that we were down the end here. I suppose you can't see the van, can you? Because that tree's in the way. And he had to back his way out and he smashed his motor up on this tree here, which was hilarious. He's French, it's right. So we are now going to drive round to Peg 5, which is a swim that I've only ever fished on Lac du Der, in the hope that jumping everywhere, they're in the trees, the mother load's there, so that's where we're going. We saw bream out to the left if you're looking that way, obviously. There was a big shoal of breams out there, which we thought were carp. We thought, here we go. We found like 50 odd fish out there, but they were all breams, gutted. So I'm going to drone the right hand side of this, which there looks like there's a lot going on out here, but it depends where you can get the boat from. Wow, there's the tower. So the tower that's in the background here, which is just over my shoulder, that is opposite where we are. So we are literally at the other end of the lake of where our swim is at the moment. Ah, nothing in here. The fish that were out along the reeds there, they were bream, which are easily mistaken for carp. I know you might think I'm looking like a bit of an idiot here, but the bream are so big in here. And you can't tell whether they're carp or not until you get right on top of them. But they were breams that were down to the reed to the left. We searched all along the islands. There was one catfish along there and it looked amazing for carp to be. Like absolutely amazing, but they're not there either. So we're going to move on down to the next bay, even though we're getting further away from home. But if we can find something and maybe get something going tonight, then at least we've got something to go on for the rest of the week. Painful. Well, it's not painful because we're using a bloody drone, and that makes life a hell of a lot easier than boating about the place, let me tell you. Roll on, more technology coming this way. That would be nice. Right, onwards and upwards. This is what it's come to. Eating out of a Foxinternational vending machine. Apparently this is mega. I'm not so sure, are you?
Never.
Oh, please have English on there.
You've got to go for the green ones, ain't ya?
To try your luck. Oh God. Right, here we go. Try to win a free product. Right, ease of use. What do you reckon? 1. Product prices. 1. Choice of product. 1. Thanks, no worries. Do you reckon it's going to come out of here?
It comes out there, you know.
Nah, no, it comes out there. God, it's making a lot of noises. Do you reckon there's someone in there? Making them.
Stuck out the back of it.
Let's go and see.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
Don't look too sore, does it?
It don't look too sore, no. It still don't look properly cooked, does it? Oh, I don't know. It's a bit burnt.
What are these bits here?
I don't know, Nick.
What is
Potato.
that potato?
Dirty. Who puts potato
Who
on a
picked that
fucking...
one?
Who puts potato on a feet? Get stuck in.
Well, he was waiting for it to come out the top.
Well, get that with swim. What a day. As the sun set on our first week, the fishing had been incredibly tough. With no carp to show for our efforts, we seriously needed a change in fortunes. All we could do was hope and pray that the change of swims for week 2 would make all the difference. One week down already. Wow, where's that time gone? Unbelievable. Gutted that peg never did us a bite, to be honest, but we didn't really spend enough time in it, I guess, to warrant, you know, fishing it properly. But no one to our right, you know, the guy that was to our right in 29, which was quite close to us. Normally if you book this peg you should book 29 as well. We didn't realise that at the time. Like I say, we're doing a lot of this off of no information whatsoever. But yeah, it was a lovely spot to sit, and probably one of the best views of the lake, that spot. So we now move to the other side of the lake. Nicky's set sail, he's towing my boat. He's going to tow it right the way round into the peg. I'm going to drive round, and then it's get set up in the swim, get a feel for the swim. We may go back out today. With this sun being out, you'd like to think they'd get back in that bay again, so we give it a good lick of bait the other night. Hopefully they're back there. We'll see what the day brings, but it's going to be an hectic one at that. I'll tell you what, you know you've been on the bank too long when your iPhone Face ID doesn't even recognise you anymore. Wow. I'm just having to put a code in now. Right, to the swim. See, that's how much I know about the place. I've come to the wrong bloody boat launch. Unbelievable, I don't even know where the peg is. So, yeah, next one down, back that way, dim. Here he is!
Here he is.
Oh, mate.
Nice little drive that was.
Hey?
It was a nice drive that was. Yeah.
Enjoy it?
Enjoyed it. This lake's well clear this side.
Is it?
Yeah, we'll be able to land down with the acroscope, I reckon, and all
Happy
that.
days. Nice!
Looking good though, isn't it? That bay round that corner looks really good. You can get right round there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to you, with the
can get a
rainbow
pole
ups
out
and all
over here
that.
somewhere. Get
Yeah.
a pole out over here on off these reeds. You'll be able to go right down that back.
New swim, new expectations, and straight away our spirits were lifted. This area offered an access to a large, shallow, weed-fringed bay. With the wind blowing in, it just smelt of carp. The bay stretched down to the right, almost behind the swim, making achieving good line angles difficult. But by employing a few tricks I'd learnt from my rainbow days, I was sure I could exploit it fully. That's 2. 3. Right, this is the area I saw a fish going through here, so I'm just going to lie a rig down here. So I've set some hooks out that lead me back towards the swim. It's a little bit deeper out here than I thought it would be in regards to these hooks, so let's see what happens. It's not too snaggy there, it's only sort of thin reeds and what have you, so it should be okay. Or is that the right distance? Perfect. Look at that. Almost like I've done it before. Almost. Cool, if that ain't a carp hole down there, then I don't know what is, but that has been dug out proper. So hopefully it's at swan depth, which would be nice. See how deep it is. Oh, it's solid down there. So the depth for that is just about, I would say, hopefully. So, new tigers over the top. Not much, like that. With the carp hole salted and a few handfuls of hempen tigers over the spot, I went in with my trusted running rigs and tiger nut hook baits. Heavy leads and Natural's lead core leaders was dropped to the front edge of the hole. With 3 rods set for the evening and fish in the area, confidence was high for the first night in Peg 24. There's no better feeling than getting your first bite, especially after a week into any trip and from a new swim as well. It was a rod hooked up in all the rainbow style hooks down to the right hand bay, so the plan was to jump straight into the boat. but there was a problem. The hook that was closest to the bank I'd actually used for the middle rod as well, so I had both lines running into the same hook. So I had to manoeuvre the boat to the right hand side of the swim, which I couldn't do due to a giant snag against the bank. Shit. This is a trick that I've used in the past and I've never had an issue with it until now. If I was to head out in the boat, then this would end up wiping the middle rod out. The only possible thing I could do was try and hoist the boat up onto the bank, pull it past the snag and then back into the water, then I could head out. But due to the weight of the boat and risk tearing the deck, that wasn't possible. All the while the fish on the end was moving towards me, so I just kept gaining line. So with it not being possible to get out in the boat, there's a trick I've used in the past to whip the line out of the hooks, which just so happened to be working, and to my amazement, the fish was soon wallowing round in front of the swim. Get in. Get in. Please. Off you get. Try and watch me fish down there. Miss that pole. Oh, good morning. As you can see, it is a very good morning. Of course, been quite an eventful one, let me tell you. I'll tell you the story of the other one once we deal with this one. But yeah, wow, amazing. Oh, shanty mornings, playing carp. Life doesn't get much better than this, let me tell you. Is the boat still solid? It is, good. Right, oh, wicked. That looks like quite a big splash that's just happened out here. But yeah, second bite. First night on this part of the lake. Wow, amazing, that sunrise. Cool, very nice. Right, let's speed up a bit and get out there to him a bit sharpish. Right, get into him now. Get the clutch set. Oh, wicked. Yes. Try and keep him back this way because of that other rod. I can. Oh, there he is there. Lovely jubbly. Come on, you. Wicked. Lovely jubbly. Come on, you. Come on, you. Come on, you. Here he is. Oh, yes. He's in there. Oh, wicked. Oh, yes. What a beautiful start to the day. Can't miss the net fold over. Yeah, lovely jubbly. That will do. Oh, nice. God, he's quite wide across the back him. Lovely one. See if we can unhook him. Now, he's absolutely nailed. Oh, sweet. Happy days. Shot that in there. Up nice. Oh, what an eventful morning. So the right hand rod, wow. Where do I start? Obviously it was that rod that I dropped right down in the bottom corner of this bay, giving it all the old rainbow, in the rainbow hook, in this, that and the other. All the while I'm doing all that, I'm not looking at the bigger picture. Now the bigger picture, what I mean by that is this thing down here. That thing right there. As you may not have seen, I don't know where I put it in the film, probably before this bit, I would imagine, because that's when it happened. But you would have seen me trying to fight the boat from here to get it up onto the bank here, to get it around that Foxing snag there. Idiot. So obviously I had two lines running into that hook, and I had the boat moored this side of that snag, I'm looking, thinking, right, as long as I go through them reeds there to the right, for my right hand rod, I'll be sweet. And then for the one that's just busted off just now, I can be to the left hand side. Can't get out there, snag in the way. So I'm having to try and drag this boat up onto the bank side to get it over there. Got it stuck, and then I didn't want to start yanking it and ended up bursting the boat. But all the while I'm thinking, this fish is in 3 hooks out there. Now I've done this before. I've actually had a similar story at Rainbow where unfortunately we weren't able to go out on the pond because it was way too windy. Paul wouldn't even let me out there, and Paul goes out there in all sorts of weathers, let me tell you, but he's like, mate, you can't go out there in this. So I thought, I know what I'll do. So I was dipping the tip of the rod, or like feeling before the fish, you can feel the knot sometimes go into one of them hooks, and then the minute the leader knot goes in there, just let it go slack a little bit, and then sort of dip your rod and raise it up, and 9 times out of 10 it comes out the hooks. Well, would you believe it, from I don't know how far away down there, I managed to get my line somehow off of all 3 of them hooks and then land the fish. Like, oh, bad angling on my behalf by not realising. I just don't know why I'm staring out at that hook, that's why, and just didn't even think about the fact that I can't get the boat past that. Obviously you might think, well, why don't you go round it? I can't, because the other line is running alongside that, so I've got 2 lines running, you know, not even a boat's width to get past. If I could get past, I would have, but I would have ended up wiping out the other rod. It would have been braid carnage, and I would have no doubt lost the fish anyway. So how on earth I ever got that fish in is absolutely beyond me, but we got him in, and Yeah, I couldn't be happier. God. So what time is that? That was like 4 o'clock this morning, that one, and then obviously we've just landed that other one as well. So let's get them out. Let's have a look at them. I'm absolutely buzzing. Well, after getting this one in, you wouldn't have found a happy angler on shanty, let me tell you. Absolutely elated with that one. That is a mega carp. Definitely a male, huge tail, huge pecs on him as well. But that is one serious carp. I'm absolutely buzzing to have finally got one from what's been a real struggle this week, to finally get one in my arms. There's no happier angler at the minute on this pond, let me tell you. Amazing. Wow. Right, let's get this one back. He's 35 pounds. We've got one that's slightly bigger. Next one. Fish number 2 then. Like I said, slightly bigger than the other one, 38 pounds this one. Definitely a female, but an awesome one all the same. Real clean fish. Absolutely mega. God, wicked. Good boat battle with this one as well this morning, whilst that sunrise was coming up, as you've seen. And yeah, it's time to get them rods back out onto the spots and hopefully get a few more of these wicked creatures. Mega. Beast. Nice. Oh, wicked. Thank you very much. Get it wet. Spot of maintenance work needed. So, rope here. Do my cowboy trick, got my old lasso. See how good a cowboy I was then. My old. Right. Oh God, it's a big lump to get out. Right, that should be him off. Oh, go on. Go on. There we go. Snapped him off. Oh, happy days. Having like a morning workout, eh?
Go, the new butter knives from Fox coming to your tackle shop soon.
It's been handy, that, hasn't it?
Took a few trees out, now it's cooking us dinner.
Nice.
Didn't even bring a knife with us for 2 weeks.
Breakfast of champions, look. Rump steaks with eggs. Beautiful. Steak and egg breakfast roll. Ugh, beautiful. One pole survived. Did the other survive down here though? Wow, I've literally just been talking to myself, didn't even realise the Foxing GoPro wasn't on. Wow, what an idiot. So anyway, I found, unbelievable, I found one of my poles, which was bent over here. I believe the other pole I can see out there, and I've got 4 poles out here. I didn't realise there was 4, I thought there was only 3, just like, but they're all still here. So they need to go in a bit more, so I'm gonna tape them up. Bit of maintenance work needed at the back of the swim, but yeah, I've got my poles back at least. Looking a little bit worse for wear, but you know, we got the fish in, we got the poles back, so right, I'm gonna get these rods now dropped, now them fish are back in their lovely home, and see what today brings. I'm not too sure what the plan's going to be today. We'll play it by ear, but yeah, hopefully Nicky gets one today. That's what we want him to get one today, and then you've got spring in your step then, haven't you? So right, let's get this rod dropped, and yeah, oh god, I'm so buzzing. I've caught a couple. Wow, amazing. God, it's felt like a long time coming, it really has. God, it looks a lot murkier in here now. Hopefully there's loads of them in here. A few giants would be nice. Right, well I think this is it, but it looks, well, it's doubled in size. It's really murky down there. Should have brought Nicky's aquascope out with me, really. It's quite hard to see the bottom, but yeah, it's proper murked up where I had the bite from. And it looks really big, this hole now. Not really big. So they've obviously been enjoying it down there. I mean, it looks so big, in fact, it doesn't even look like the spot in it. When will I do a trip where I don't bloody hook myself? Honestly, oh my days. Oh, Jesus Christ. Concentrate, Lee, you pleb. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, God, that hurt. Oh, I'm bleeding. God, bleeding. It's a good job I'm from Southampton, isn't it? Like you Portsmouth lads, that'd have been air ambulance jobby, that one. Right, let me double check that this is it, because it was like concrete down there. Oh my god, yeah, that's it. Oh wow, Jesus, I can't believe how big that spot's got now. That is unreal. From one bite as well. God, that hurts. I'm hard, it's right, I'll be alright. So yeah, I've been putting, the only difference with this one, I'm putting a little bit of salt down here. Hopefully that's what they are loving. Just put me back to these 2 dickheads here, just so that they can't see what I'm up to. Tigers, which have been soaked in that cayenne pepper shizzle. Right, that's that. Not a lot of bait. Not a lot of bait needed. And a little bit of hemp. God, I hope that's out of swan depth. I really do. It's on the limit, that is. Like, right on the limit. Nice, 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 nice. Please leave me alone, please. Sweet, one rod done. Now I need to get this rainbow styly jobby rod done next. That'll be fun. Right, so my thinking is to strap this to here so that my line is up and out here. So from the swim, up, down to a pole, then down to the corner, I think is going to be my safest bet. Right, that's him done. Okay, let's go and get this other pole. Right. Oh yeah, there. It's a breen. And there's my other pole. So I did have 4 poles in, but now I'm only going to use 3 because of the angle that I've got back there. So somewhere in here is where I caught me fishy from. So I'm sure it was this one here. Yeah, it was this one. So it's just down here is where they're from. It looks very murky down there. Well, not murky, just crappy. There's lots of stuff on the bottom here. Have a look at this. With the spot now covered in loads of dead twigs and leaf matter, luckily I had my rake in the boat, so I could rake the spot off clean. Just biting some tigers enough, which are mega spicy, by the way. Mega spicy. And that is it, look. That is how deep it is. What is that, 1.5 foot? It's gotta be 1.5 foot depth of water. Wow. You know, not a lot of water at all. Ah, damn. Keep picking up the scum off the surface. Let's try and clear some of this scum. There we go. Perfect. That is that. Job done. Back to the swim. So yeah, just go round these poles basically. So I've put that one there obviously for the angle here. The line and kite into that. And then, yeah, like I say, round this one, then up into the treed one. Job's a good one. Gosh, we're in. Been out there since this morning, this is that one in the carp hole. It's mad how they're getting in this shallow water at night, isn't it?
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just madness. Like, why aren't they getting in it during the day? It seems like they're in the deep water in the day, creeping out here at night where it's mega shallow. Alright, I can't reel anymore, mate. Oh, come on. Yes, got him. Oh, God, what a palaver. All that weed was round the tip. It did look like a good one, yeah. You're a proper cool looking one, though.
Oh, you're in.
Get out. Absolute carnage, double take. Not long re-drop this as well because we think a bat flew into it earlier on where it's so high up in the tree, obviously. I think a bat wiped it out earlier. Wipe out from a bat. Can grab my life jacket, could you? What? Oh yeah, shit. Oh my God. Wonder if I've hit something coming back, because that was solid earlier. Oh, he's down for loads. Right, boat battle at night. The boat that's going down, not the one that needs must and all that. When I was coming out here earlier on, there was £100 catfish following the boat, so which was a bit scary, to say the least. He don't look like a bad one. Cool, yeah. Hello. Get in there. Cool. Happy days. That is a better one, surely. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, sweet. Oh, happy days. Bit of chops on him. Absolute giant. Well, that is the morning call you don't mind having. Mid-20, beautiful jet black shanty common, absolutely amazing. Now we've got something slightly bigger in the sling to show you next. Loving these shanty mornings at the minute, absolutely wicked. Look at that thing. Wicked. Right, let's go and get his bigger mate. Everything was coming together. The planning, preparation, the trials and tribulations of week one were behind me, and I was fully seeing some of the fruits of my labour. Carp like this are seriously hard earned, and I was loving every minute of it. Here's his much bigger mate then. All 43 pounds of him, I believe. But yeah, nice to get a couple of early morning bites again. Seems strange, it seems like this shallow water is where they're coming into early hours of the morning when it's cold. Quite what that's all about, I don't know, but I'm enjoying it all the same. That is an absolute mega one. What a beast. Yes! And there's the other side of this magnificent beast. What a carp, wow. Just put back then that mega 40 pounder, and I've got no rods in the pond. I stink, I'm wet, welcome to the whinge up. You know, I've done a lot of whinging this trip. I don't know what's wrong with me. Love a moan up. Yeah, gonna leave the rods out today. We're out of milk, we're out of food, we're eating like steaks for breakfast, pretending we're living like kings, and it ain't the one, honestly. We need get out the swim, go and shower, which I haven't done in God knows how long now. Go get some food, hopefully a restaurant, hopefully something's open that's not a vending machine. I'm sure that vending machine was even shut yesterday, because all of a sudden it's just disappeared off earth and we can't remember where it was. The boat needs repairing again. I need to sort the rigs out, get the rods all sorted. Long day ahead. I don't know what I'm whinging about really, because you know, it's a lovely day to be honest, but it's just long. Everything just feels like it takes forever, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because my body's broken. That's why. Hopefully I've got enough hours in the day to get all that done. Plus Arsenal's playing later on against Aston Villa. Big game, can't miss that either. So I better get moving. Right, I'll see you on the other side. I'm having a nightmare here. What a surprise, you say to yourselves. I'm walking around some random campsite because the Maison de Pêche, or whatever you call it, is closed, so I can't have a shower. Get rumbled by someone in a minute. No one's in reception, so I just had a look at the map and thought, oh, I think the showers are this way. I get caught, don't I? I need a shower. Can you go to prison for that over here? Probably, although they're probably too lazy to come and get you, to be honest. I'm a bit lost. Very lost, in fact. There's lots of people staring at me. Jackpot. Does it work? Yeah, it works. Mission complete somehow. I've managed to park in one of the staff's parking spots very inconspicuously, and ever asked me to rob a bank. My heart's pounding through my chest. I've only had a shower. Right, we get out of here. I can't quite believe that I'm about to say this, but I've just had a nice meal in France. Croc d'Or. That is the place to go if you come here. Absolutely lovely. I won't go too much into the French food and stuff. If you come here, go there, because that was lovely. It's nice to see it open. I think that's the place that we walked up to when we first got here, me and Nicky, and it was shut. What a surprise. Just like all the supermarkets are shut today. Not one's open anywhere. Painful. Oh God, I feel like a new man, I honestly do. Absolutely lovely. So can't now go to the supermarket, which is what I was meant to do, because it's shut. I can't believe that there's actually, you know, that they're shut, to be honest with you. It's very unlike France, that. Very unlike. Said no man ever. Right, back to the swim. Oh, what's that? Oh, big carp, lots of carp right here. She's in. Third and final rod to put out, and I've only got half an hour to do it in because the Arsenal game's on. But yeah, just gonna find the 3 little spots that are out there and put this rod back on that. That actually went this morning, but it fell off, whatever was on the end. So yeah, I have had a bite on this rod, but it was the only bite, and it's the one with the boilies and all that round it as well. So I'll just do, oh, there's one down there, deep down there. Just swam off that way. There's definite carp in this bay now. Oh, wicked. Such a cool bay, this, to the right here, where it's so shallow and you can see most of it. You can see that there's carp about when they're here. So yeah, wow, amazing. There's no better buzz than seeing them from a boat either. Well, there is, playing them from a boat. That's a better buzz than seeing them from the boat. But anyway, right, I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to put a few crushed boilies over the top. Oh, there's me lead. Right in the centre of it down there as well, where I had the pint this morning. And there's one boilie next to it by the looks of things. get him. It is a mirror, isn't it? Got him. Got him, Nick. Oh, well done, son. Oh, it is a cod. It's common. Happy days. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Oh, well, good morning. And it's a little bit blowy out there, hence why I'm having to do this in here, because there's quite a wind on the pond at the moment. But yeah, an eventful night, eventful morning. Last night I had a 25-pounder and yeah, managed to play him in from the bank, didn't need to get out there, and yeah, I just let that one go. And then this morning I can't remember what rod it was now, it's all a bit of a blur to be honest, but yeah, I've just had a 35-pounder as well, which is nice. Well, 34 pound, I've put a pound on that, my bad. But yeah, 30, God, the waves are unreal. Look at this boat here, look. Absolutely smashing in here it is. And that thing keeps going down, which is a pain in the arse. I'm having to blow it up every single morning, that boat. I don't know where it's leaking from. I can't seem to find where it's damaged. I don't know whether it's coming out of valve or not, but I've had that boat for so many years, and it's probably time to retire that boat after this trip, I'd imagine, because I've had him a long time, and I've taken the kids out in the sea with it. We've had lots of adventures, me and that boat. And yeah, I think today we're not going to be able to get out onto this lake because it would be too dangerous. The rescue boat's already been out, rescued someone earlier on, and yeah, it'd be too dangerous to get out there as well. But talking of danger, I'm a bit concerned with the trees that are in the swim at the moment. They are looking very dodgy indeed. They're all dead, they've snapped off, half of them's in the lake anyway, and yeah, it's a bit concerning because I've got one to the left of me bivvy here. This wind's going to be in for the rest of the day anyway. Hopefully it calms off tonight so we can get rods back out into the pond. But yeah, bit of a chilled one. Go and get some food and get yourself sorted. That's bleeping, not even a rod on it. That's how windy it is out there. Right, let's go and sort my life out, which may take a while. Oh my days, it is proper savage out there. Unbelievable. God, the waves crashing in out here. The first storm came, but it quickly passed, so I had a small window of opportunity to get the 3 rods out. But little did I know the worst was yet to come. The wind was meant to be calming down. Looks like it. Oh my days, no! Oh, it's so close, no! It's rapidly rising all round the bivvy. No! Lots of God. I don't know where to move, I've got nowhere to go! For the remaining few days left of our trip, we did our best to get rods out in this savage winds. But we were just met with more storms and more drag lead. Fishing effectively in conditions like this, on a venue as expansive as Du Der, is virtually impossible, and we were unsure if any other opportunity would come our way. Right, well, just getting all the rods sorted now for the last hurrah, as they say. God, nice to see a tiny bit of blue sky. Like, even though it's only a tiny bit, the mood's changed. So, gonna get all 3 rods sorted out. We've been baiting a area in the swim just out in front of Nicky's old swim. We've got a halo pole out there and we've been putting bait on that. Nicky fished it for the first part of the week to no avail, but I'm going to put one on that tonight, my 4th rod, because I've only had 3 out in here. So yeah, I'm going to get the 4th rod put out there on that bait that's been on that one. I should have done that yesterday really, but it's one of them things. So with the 4th rod now out for the final night, I enjoyed our last shanty evening sunset. That's until I was woken in the early hours by the right-hand rod again. Good morning. Or is it? So my fourth rod that was out that way, that obviously went last night with a tench. Unbelievable. And then the right-hander went. I thought this could be quite, well, it would have been the very last fish. And I got him back halfway and got cut off. Oh, no one likes to see that. Last night, you get a bite. I've had no cut-offs, no dramas really whatsoever, and I got cut off. And poor old Nicky, bless him, he also lost one, but he managed to get it halfway back. He's gone out in the boat and he's gone to net the fish, and the hook's got caught in the net and the fish has fallen off. Oh wow, it's been really cruel to him, this trip. It has been very cruel to him, and it's a lake that I feel can make or break you, definitely, this place, because it's not the easiest challenge in the world and it can be tough, but it can be absolutely amazing at the same time. And I am slowly falling in love with this place massively, with this adventure that we've had this trip. It has been absolutely incredible, it really has. This place has got everything you want. Any style of sort of fishing you want to do. You want to fish long range, close in, day fishing, bay fishing, snag fishing. It's just got it all. It's got absolutely everything, and I've loved every moment of it. And I hope that's come across on this film, because it's now time to get all of this packed down and hit the road after what's been an epic 2 weeks at the mighty Lac du Der. I've got to get back here as soon as possible. But I hope you've enjoyed this adventure as much as we have, and I guess that's it, and we shall see you on the next adventure. Wow, what a place.